Hi friends, hi one and all. You saw the title, you know what's up, you know the deal. I am trying to novelize my D&D campaign. Whatever your initial reaction to that is, I'm sorry or thanks. I guess we'll see what people think when this comes out, and comments are down below. But as it stands, people that watch my regular Daggerheart campaign diaries, check those out if you don't check those out. But people that watch those know that I run two tabletop campaigns at a time. I run my Daggerheart side campaign. It's a mini series one, and I run a much longer, long form Dungeons and Dragons campaign. It's been going on for about 2.5 years, and we have done so much in those 2.5 years. And I have had a I don't know, burst of creative energy recently, and I would like to try my hand at writing again. First off, I haven't written in a while. I haven't done that just seriously. I haven't seriously done any creative writing in a great deal of time, and so I wanted to write something. And I just wanted to start putting something down on the page. I started putting something down on the page, and I just kind of kept doing that for about 2 weeks now, not quite 2 weeks, and it's going well. Dare I say? I don't know. I don't know if the bar for quality. I don't know. I'm not quite sure where it's at. I won't know that until I start sending it off to people and they take a look at it. But I truly don't want to send anything off to any sort of beta or alpha readers until I have like a full draft. Ideally, because there's no possible way that I can novelize an entire, first off, ongoing D&D campaign into one entire novel. That would be an incredibly long novel. At least right now, I have plotted up to a certain point in the campaign that I think would be a satisfying ending, would be a satisfying singular narrative with potential for more, of the promise of more stuff to come later down the line. If not, I think it's a book that will satisfy people. I think it's something that you, as a fantasy enjoyer, I hope would enjoy. If you like D&D, I imagine you like fantasy. I hope you do at least. I think it's something that might be worth your time. I don't know if this will go anywhere. I don't know if I'll do anything with this, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to make these videos, if for no one else, myself, but maybe for you, if you're enjoying these as well. Hey, thanks. This is a small map of a portion of my world here that is actually complete and done. And it's nice. It's cool. It's a great feeling. I enjoy it. But what I'm enjoying a lot right now is doing this. I'm enjoying writing. I'm at 8,000 words right now. So I've been writing. I've taken a couple days off, but on the days where I have written about 1,000 words a day. So currently, yeah, I've written for 8 days because I'm keeping a log as well. I have 8 days of writing under my belt. So we're at a little over 8,000 words. If you want me to be exact, the exact count as I quickly click through my Google Docs, 8,064 words. That's exactly what we're at. I was writing a lot this morning. It felt really good. And I want to talk about my approach to it right now, because something that is absolutely true, and something that people that worry about the possibility of turning a D&D campaign into a novel, is that it's going to feel like D&D, and a good D&D campaign is not necessarily a good novel. So what I've done in the outlining stage, at the very least, is I've tried to make my D&D campaign, adjust it, shift it around, shift certain things, add certain things, subtract certain things, and hopefully make it a strong singular narrative, something that people will enjoy. If no one else, I hope I would enjoy it. I hope my players would enjoy it. A lot of this, I suppose, kind of came from the idea that we're playing this game. We're playing this fantastic game that has been going so well. We've had an amazing time with it for all 2.5 years, and I guess there's that idea that no one's going to get to see it. And I don't know, if no one gets to see it, then maybe this can be a version of that, a way to experience this. That would be really cool. If not, it'll exist. It'll be, I'm sure a couple hundred pages just sitting in my Google Docs that I just tried one time for the hell of it. But if something more comes with it, that'll be cool. Who knows? But as it stands right now, my approach to the story structurally has been something that I would call akin to the adaptation process of something like The Legend of Vox Machina or The Mighty Nine. Taking those stories, adapting them to a different medium, changing certain things along the way that need to be changed, but still keeping the core of the story, still keeping things that need to be there, things that I view as necessary as I've been running that game. And things that I think would be very true to the characters that are a part of that game. the players as well. I don't know why I said characters. But this is going to be a much more sort of laid back series of videos. I don't know. I just don't want to like take all the time to edit through all this. This is just me kind of just speaking into the void. And I don't know, hoping somebody listens. But yeah, like I said, structurally similar to the adaptation process of those animated series, hoping to not necessarily be like those animated series, but to, again, structurally take that same principle and adapt it to my own stuff. I suppose it's not necessarily an adaptation, though, is it? Because, I guess I wrote the campaign in the first place, or I wrote the outline of the campaign that my players then took and made their own thing out of. So I'm taking my notes from those games, applying that to a novel, and I don't know, it feels good. I can't quite properly express that, like, I haven't written in a while, and just doing this regularly feels really, really good. That's about it for now. I'll get more into it as I continue to write. I'll get more into the specifics of how I change things as I continue making these videos, because I will keep making these videos as long as I don't burn out on this novel. But 8,000 words, I don't think is anything to sniff at. I think it's a pretty strong start. It's nearly 30 pages. I guess 29. Yeah, 29 pages is where we're at. And yeah, that's it. That's it for now. If this is something you're interested in just seeing more of, let me know, I guess, in the comments below. That would be nice to know. If you have any advice as well, like I said, I haven't written in a while. So I read a lot, obviously, but I would like to. I don't know what's obvious about that. But I would like to know if you have tried anything similar, or if you're just a writer in general. What kind of advice would you give me? What do you think would be helpful along this journey? Any words of wisdom would be greatly appreciated. But hey, if you don't have any words of wisdom and you just like what I'm doing here, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. That's really cool. That's something you can do. And yeah, I'll see you later.